Today, we're going to dive into a really cool story. It's about an owl and a lemur. But stick with me, because it's actually a key to unlocking a powerful secret for making way better decisions. And the best part, it's a mental model you can start using like right after this.
So first things first, let me ask you something. Are you the type of person who just jumps right in and acts, or do you kind of need to sit back and think things through first? No wrong answer, just be honest with yourself. Because we're about to meet two friends who are the living embodiment of both sides of that coin.
Okay, let's get into it. Meet Oliver the owl and Lionel the lemur. So Oliver, he's our super deliberate thinker, right? He's careful, he plans everything out, he analyzes. And then there's Lionel. He is, well, the complete opposite. He's all impulse, all action, a total doer. And as you'll see, each way of thinking has its big strengths, but also some pretty critical weaknesses.
So let's really break down these two powerful ways of thinking. We're going to define what it means to have an inner owl and an inner lemur.
First up, we've got Oliver's owl brain. This is what we call deliberate thinking. Think of this as your inner strategist. It's that part of you that meticulously plans a project, that brainstorms a dozen different solutions, and really, truly thinks through the consequences before you make a move. It's slow, for sure, but man, is it thorough.
And on the flip side, you've got Lionel's lemur brain, impulsive thinking. This is your inner sprinter. This is what lets you get something done fast, react in an emergency, or make one of those gut-feeling snap decisions. It's incredibly fast, but as we're about to see, it can also be incredibly reckless.
Okay, so these two very different minds have one single goal. They've spotted this absolutely magnificent bunch of juicy red sunberries. The problem? They're way, way up at the top of this ancient fig tree. It's the ultimate prize. But how are they going to get there?
Okay, so first up, let's see what happens when it's just pure impulse running the show. This is Lionel's time to shine. Or maybe not shine. It's a classic case of a rush leading straight to a fall. Lionel, being Lionel, just can't wait. He's practically buzzing with energy. He shouts, "Come on, Oliver, let's get these berries." You can just feel that raw urge to act now. No second thoughts, no planning, just go. And so, that's what he does. With zero plan, totally ignoring Oliver's call for a little bit of caution, Lionel just leaps. He scrambles up that tree, jumps onto a higher, much thinner branch, laser-focused on one thing, getting those berries as fast as humanly or lemurly possible. And the result is, well, pretty predictable, right? Crack. That thin branch just gives way. It can't hold him, not even for a second. And down he goes. He tumbles all the way down, luckily landing in a nice soft pile of ferns. So, pure impulse, with not even a tiny bit of foresight, led straight to failure. A valuable lesson for Lionel, for sure, even if it was a little painful.
All right, so impulse alone was a total bust. Now it's Oliver's turn. But as we're about to see, even a perfect plan can run into an unexpected problem. And that's when you discover the real limits of pure deliberation.
Oliver's approach is naturally completely different. He doesn't just start climbing, oh no. He observes the trunk. He problem solves, looking for the absolute safest route. He identifies all the thickest, strongest branches. It's a brilliant, deliberate plan, and you know what? It works. At first. They're making steady, safe progress up the tree. And then, out of nowhere, total crisis. A huge coconut shell, probably broken loose by the wind, comes flying right at Oliver's head. Now this was not part of the plan. And right here, this is where we see the big weakness of that owl brain. Oliver just freezes. His mind is racing, it's busy trying to plan the absolute perfect evasive maneuver. Should I duck? Step left? But the danger is happening right now. It's too fast. He's completely stuck in analysis paralysis. And yeah, he's about to get smacked.
This is the moment of truth. Neither impulse nor deliberation could get the job done on its own. So it's time to see why they're so much better together. Why you need both that lightning speed and a good strategy.
So just as Oliver is frozen solid, Lionel's lemur brain kicks into high gear. He doesn't think, he doesn't plan, he just acts. It's pure instinct. He lunges forward and shoves Oliver out of the way in the absolute nick of time, a pure, life-saving impulse. And in that one moment, everything clicks for Oliver. He has this huge revelation. He actually admits it. He says, "My planning was too slow. We needed your fast, impulsive speed." That's him recognizing that his careful, deliberate style has this massive blind spot, one that only Lionel's super quick reactions could cover.
So they finally make it to the top, and now, working together, they are a perfect team. Oliver uses his careful, delicate touch to gently pick the berries without crushing them, while Lionel uses his speed to quickly pass them down. They succeeded, together, where both of them had failed apart.
So what's the big lesson here for us? Well, it's all about taking this idea and applying it, about really understanding and using your own inner owl and your own inner lemur. It really just comes down to matching your approach to the situation you're in. If there's a sudden crisis, you absolutely need your lemur's quick reaction. But if you're tackling a big project, you better call on your owl's careful planning. Even something like a quick-fire quiz, that actually benefits from lemur speed. The real key is knowing which mode to switch on and when. You know, the real takeaway is that it's not about being one or the other. The most effective, smartest person isn't just an owl or just a lemur. They're both. They know exactly when to unleash their lemur speed and when it's time to slow down and use their owl's care. It's about choosing the right tool for the job.
And that leaves us with one last thought to take with you. As you go about your day tomorrow, just think about this. When are you going to need your thoughtful, deliberate owl? And when are you going to need your fast, impulsive lemur? Knowing the answer, well, that could change everything.